Cthulhu Jack.
Out of the 3 films I selected for you all to choose, Shogun's Joy of Torture won out. I don't know if you all understand what you're in for, but let me be obliged by saying Urogoro films from Japan, especially the pink films, a subgenre they're called, which was around from the 1960s to late 70s, give or take, which this one falls smack dab in the middle of. So this is not my first go-around. They are brutal, beautiful, and haunting to say the least. Not recommended for everyone. What you can't dismiss through all the violence is that there is some truly amazing filmmaking going on here. Not just for shock value, but learning so much about these characters in such a short amount of time we have with them. There are some deep psychological cultural issues they are putting out there for you that will last eternal after the final lashing. Not to mention the cinematography, which always comes across like a vintage postcard from overseas. That lovely soft, watercolored, muted feel, as if we're viewing through a fine veil of silk. So let's grab our samurai sword and patiently sit while master tattoo artist Horiku creates his finest work of art. In 1968's Shogun's Joy of Torture. Shot in the wide aspect ratio of 2:3:5, out of the gate the title sequence alone tells you what you're in for. With the brutality of the Edo period era in Japan, these 3 segmented stories take place during the 1600s. Connected by Judge Yoshioka, who relays these 3 tales to us from his prior case files. Actor Torio Yoshida plays a dual role here. Mitsu's wounded brother Shinsu in the first story, who has always had a romantic eye for his sister. His injury on the worksite was a ploy set in motion by local master Mitsuke and his henchman Gonzo. Due to the master taking a shine to Mitsu, he pays her medical bills, and Mitsu is now indebted to him as his mistress. After her first reluctant night with the master, Shinsu spills the beans on his more than sisterly love towards her. She reciprocates, which leads to both of their ultimate demise. The brutality torture of Mitsu commences for her to reveal the lust she had for her dead brother, and did not want to bring him shame.
恐れながらそのことは事実にございます。
何と申す。これ、その方連日の疲れで頭が混乱いたしておるのではないか。
新座兄さんが怪我で体の器官のお幸いに無理やり畜生道に誘い込んだのはこの私でございます。
So she chooses death over exile after admitting to the court her discretion. Judge Yoshioka and Lord Nambara watch from the shore as the tide rises over Mitsu, with Yoshioka questioning if the punishment fits the crime. The second story we open on a Yuko temple, where there's some hanky-panky not only going on amongst the nuns themselves, but also with the local monk, Shunkai, who pines after Miyoshin. There are some gorgeous shots here of them in a field of lilies. Of course they are spied on by the abbess Reiho, who's never felt the touch of a man. She confronts Shunkai about the frowned-upon relations. She has him denounce his love while praying under a waterfall, then seduces him only for him to use her as a power grab, to not rat out his love for Miyoshin. Reiho's jealous blind rage has Miyoshin tortured and eventually put to death, all witnessed by a bound Shunkai.
それを人間と思ったのが私の間違いだった。あっち行け！近寄るな！地獄へ落ちろ！
His love even in death cannot be broken. A crushed Rihon decapitates him, flaunting her love with him to Judge Yoshioka and Lord Nambara, who arrive with troops, before killing herself. This film is a barrel of laughs. The final segment we meet renowned tattoo artist Horiku, who has just finished a new art piece on a geisha. Upon displaying this work, which by the way is incredible, all the artwork throughout the segment is worth the watch alone, Lord Nambara passes by, criticizing Horiku's piece.
真の苦悶の表情とはこのように醜いものではないぞ。苦悶の中の閲楽というか、もだえの中の快楽というか、一種異様な不思議な陶酔を浮かべるものだ。
Highly offended, but eventually coming around to better his artistry, Horiku goes to Nambara.
お願いがございます。堀長、一世一代の彫り物をしてみたいと思っております。どうか一度。 お取り調べの模様を盗み見でもできますようお取り計らい願えませんでしょうか。よし。
As these sessions progress and Horiku finds a new canvas at a local bathhouse, Horiku just needs the final piece of inspiration to finish.
そのようなお顔で女たちを責めさいなむあなた様をとっくりと見せていただきてんね。
Ending badly for Nambara, Horaku pierces him, causing Nambara's face to contort as death settles upon him, resulting in the perfect pose for this artist. Shogun's Joy of Torture is an amazing piece of craftsmanship from top to bottom that may not be everybody's cup of sake. I suggest taking a cold shower and maybe get a hug at the end. But if you enjoy Japanese exploitation, you won't be disappointed, because this film is for you. Until next time. So click links below to be notified. Many thanks for the support, and Hail Cthulhu!